Hola, yo soy Becky.
Yo soy Eduardo.
Y ella es Raquel. Y estamos buscando tu ayuda. Esta es nuestra historia.
Expecting a baby is like planning a wonderful trip to Italy. You buy the tickets, book the tour guide, make amazing plans. You even learn some Italian words. Everything is very exciting. After months of preparation, the long-awaited day arrives and you are nervous. You pack your bags and get on the plane. Congratulations, you arrived in Italy. Now, the adventure begins, and among the sea of emotions and novelties, the days start to pass. Suddenly, you begin to notice that something is wrong, that maybe you haven't reached the same destination that everyone was talking about. With some fear and uncertainty, you begin to investigate where you really are. Finally, you discover that you're in another country, a place that nobody knows. There is no tour guide, no list of recommendations, and the language is difficult to understand. This is a very rare genetic disorder. There are approximately 50 cases around the world. The body of these children doesn't have the ability to metabolize properly, causing it to accumulate toxicity that can cause progressive brain damage. This same gene, secondarily, causes a mitochondrial defect. The mitochondria are responsible for producing enough energy for every single cell in our body, so that they can work and fulfill their functions. Without this ability, the body doesn't have enough energy to perform any activity, from talking or walking to regulating all vital organ functions. For this same reason, getting sick puts the children in real danger, since they do not have enough energy to protect the body from the virus and keep vital organs functioning all at the same time.
It's a very heartbreaking thing to watch your kid go through.
Currently there's no treatment and there's no cure.
Jana is fully disabled. She's unable to eat, she's unable to talk, walk, sit, hold her neck.
It's a devastating diagnosis, but we have hope now.
Ella es una guerrera que trabaja muchísimo y se esfuerza todos los días por ir recuperando sus habilidades y nunca nos vamos a dar por vencidos.
When you catch your breath, you start to understand a little better, and you realize that there is still hope.
Tenemos esperanza.
Havem esperanza.
We have hope.
We have hope.
UT Southwestern has opened their doors to do research and develop a genetic treatment.
When you have a missing gene in the brain, how are you going to get it across the barrier and into the 20 billion brain cells? And it turns out there is a virus called adeno-associated virus, AAV. It's a benign virus which causes no harm to humans. And put inside this virus this missing gene, and the virus is like a delivery truck which takes the gene into the brain and delivers it to the brain cells. The missing gene is replaced, and when this is done, we hope and expect in many different diseases that the child will start functioning normally again.
In Hadassah, Israel, one of the hospitals with the highest technology around the world, and next to Professor Orly Elpeleg, there is a plan to open a rare genetic disease center where they will research this and other diseases to develop treatment.
Children with the rare
genetic diseases are at the end of the interest of the funding agencies. It's no surprise that these diseases are called orphan diseases because research money obviously is not going there. And yet they deserve to have a cure just like any other child. So what we are trying to do is to establish a research institute for rare disease, whereby we shall have a biobank of cells of these patients. We shall then identify some abnormality which is typical for the disease that we are researching. So for example, in the case of a mitochondrial disease, we shall look at the morphology or the function of the mitochondria. And then we shall screen the cells of the patients using a library of some 10,000 drugs that are already available in the market and see if any of them make a change to the parameter that we were looking at. So this way we shall not develop new drugs, but we shall repurpose drugs. So taking drugs which are already available and just giving them a new job. Because drug development is an extremely expensive and long process, whereas repurposing is short and relatively cheap. And that's what we are trying to achieve, finding a quick and non-expensive cure to these patients.
This is a very high-cost research, and rare diseases do not have funds to be investigated. But we know that with your help, we can make a difference and get the opportunity to find a cure. These kids deserve a chance to a better life.